Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. We're back into Watcher of Realms and today we're going over some of the Guild Wars. We're going to have a look at some of the new maps, going to do some friendly face-offs. Don't worry if I've used you as a friendly face-off, I haven't displayed your name or anything like that, it's just team setup, where people are placing them, and we're just going to have a look at what hits where and that sort of thing. So let's jump into it. This is about all we're going to see when we see someone else's face-off. I'm not showing anything of them, so get that clear to start with, and thank you to everyone who has left friendly face-off open. Opposed to all those people who have now closed it. New map closed, can't share that with anyone. Bless them. Right, so this is the new map here. Straight off the bat we've got into this sort of long-range archer fight. I really do like that top right position where it comes all the way over. I think that's absolutely fantastic. So we'll just have a quick look at how this sort of pans out. Pros and cons of it. I think the downside to a lot of these maps is the fact that now quite clustered up together. So with that becomes bombs probably becoming more relevant. We're going to be able to shoot off a lot more people who are in range. So look at that range there going straight across all the way over. That is fantastic range. The only problem is that we've got everyone else clumped up together. We can actually start taking them out. So bear in mind, if your tank's there, you're getting hit, you can actually now hit the healer if he's beside it. Bear in mind though, those mages actually hit adjacent tiles, not diagonal, but you know, adjacent. So bear in mind, don't put your healers next to your tanks, because if your tank's getting, then we're also going to be able to target your healer as well, which is going to make life a lot trickier for you. But the flip side is that now we've got everyone clumped together, I'm assuming we can bomb people up or just completely steamroll over them. We've only got the one tank there, so there's not that many to get past. We can send down a defender or someone who can take a bit of damage, and we can let you use up your ultimates before we actually start sending bombs all the way through, and we can get rid of it. Yes, expecting the tank to go, but I do think we'd be able to get rid of some of your DPS and your heat. Oh yeah, you down, that's nice. You've got a healer there, so we've lost 2 of your DPS, and I think now pretty good place just to swarm straight past it. That's one of the downsides to having everyone clumped together now, the fact that we are much more available to have that spread of bomb damage. Can we swarm past it? We should. We've got enough going. There we go. So that's that one done. Bear in mind that we've got that one tank there. Does leave ourselves open. This one's slightly more different. We're now taking a step back closer to the exit portal and have a look how we go with this. Again, we'll see how we go. It's, I think, much better off dealing with that swarm. You've got Ajax there, you're covering off that line, you've got a massive amount of it. So we should be able to cover off any swarmage there. Yeah, easily, and with Karmit there as well, nice and easy to actually cover any swarm. So that's quite a nice plan there, or a nice positioning. This time round we've got our bruisers or tanks to come up first, and then we should be able to slot in some ranged targets. Let's just see where they actually hit to start with. Where do we go for? We haven't got a tank when we first turn the corner. Who do we hit? So it classed that skeletal warrior as a tank. We would have to get rid of the skeletal warrior first, or use double tanks there. Get rid of Karmit straight away. Then we're going to have issues there, aren't we? Where are we now going to hit? That's the bigger question. Put the archers in. Now hopefully there won't be another skeletal warrior there for us to tank. We still tank that tank down there even in second place. Okay, worth knowing. Okay, so this time round we'll send our bruiser, our tank down. We can get him down first. He can take up some of the ultimates, and we can take out the skeletal warrior there to start with. Now we're putting in our ranged, and where will our range hit? Oh, there we go. Range is coming in quite handy. Now the issue we've got is a lot of these platforms on these are side by side. this AoE major that's hitting cross, I think is going to come in quite handy. Here we are back in with a northerner type team again. Again, we're going for the Slowdown and all that sort of good stuff. We saw a lot of last season, and we'll see how this breaks down this time. I think it's quite good with the double tank or the double defender up there. The healer's just offset there. I wouldn't put a tank and the healer directly above. That's going to cause an issue for us. I'm going to heal up our bruiser. There doesn't seem to be, other than Nox, I don't see a great deal more DPS coming in. It all seems to be very much to slow you down more than actually kill you off. Doesn't seem to be a massive amount of damage going out. Here we go. Get some airborne units over the top. Again, it's only the Maul's not really doing any damage. Whether Nox would do enough damage to us is a bit unknown. First tank's down, and then yeah, Nox would die as soon as you get the first tank down with that AoE coming across. Maul's not going to last, I wouldn't imagine. That's it done. Interesting to see, we've got another little play on this where we've actually moved everyone further down the map to see what that's like. I picked this sort of team really to have a look. I wanted to see where the tank actually goes on the path, to see what he does and where he actually travels. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to hit anything like Silas with AoE or ranged attacks as we start walk down. That'd be the sort of interesting thing. He goes right there, so the tank goes around the outside there. So you've got no one blocking up there is going to be affected. However, you can hit them. Right, so you can hit them with ranged attack. Anyone in that corner, right, and the defenders will walk past them. Also, yeah, the tanks will walk past them. They won't be defending a spot there, and they're easily hit. So not somewhere I think I'd place someone. Looking at this, we've got everyone much further back again now. We've got we've got a defender and we've got a fighter, ranged fighter all the way back there, and we've got some DPS coming down. I am curious to see which of the platform DPS we can hit with our range prior to actually getting down there. Yeah, Venomer. Yeah, I mean, Venomer's gone right. So again, bad platform. I think if you're going for that platform, then it needs to be facing up the map. You need tanks available at the first instant. But we live and learn. I think this is quite interesting. We've got everyone further back now. I don't think Boris is going to be able to be hit by the range. So I think that's probably a good position to have him in. The only thing I am curious about is where they've got the tank and the healer. I think with the AoE major, we'll be able to come down, would hit the tank and probably take out the healer. With the healer gone, I would imagine that we will overrun it quite happily there. I think probably I'd swap the healer over. Yeah, so the healer's already gone as expected, and then it's just a matter of overrunning the rest. That's not so much of an issue. Yeah, without a healer, then yeah, it's fairly much easy. Yeah, straight done. No healer, no issues there whatsoever. So possibly a little change there. Even if you swap the healer and the DPS around, then the DPS. While I was looking about, this team's piqued my interest. I think it's nicely spaced out to avoid that sort of AoE damage and the bombs, and I think the double tank up there is a good idea. With the swarming, I like the Silas up there coming across to actually do the damage for you. I think that's quite nice. X is down there by magic damage, which could be a little different for you. Yeah, I just do quite like the way this one is set up. Right, first tank's down, now we're good to go. I think we're pretty good there. I don't think the second tank will cause that much of an issue. No, it's not. And then it's just Hex. I don't think he's going to do enough to actually get us killed. And we've got enough units to palm down anyway. Yeah, there we go. still doable. So plenty there to actually try, but I do like a new map. Okay, let's grab a couple of units and we'll look at deploying some stuff and just sort of see how or where we think it could look. We'll grab some random bits. A pair of tanks. Tanker, what do we want? A healer. If we sort of have a look through the squares and see what we think is good, bad, and that sort of thing. Okay, top one up here, I thought pretty good actually. Couldn't really target them. Nice option up there. I think you're going to need the archer lead to get the extra space around here. So pros and cons there. Tank spot. I quite like the double tank scenario here. Although that being said, you can't place your healer here. Your healer must be away from here, otherwise you're in exploding range. So that's one option as well. And the other advantage is you can then place DPS here. You can't place DPS on that square if you haven't got a tank there or there, because any enemies that come down then target this straight away. So that's a horrible space to be in if you haven't got a tank up here to make people attack. So I would bear that in mind as well. What else did we see coming along? Didn't see that square being used or this one being used, either that way or that way. So they're possible options, I think. Let's see how that goes. Going to be an interesting time this first run through and see what meta comes up. I do like the idea of new maps coming out. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's just a little twist and it plays on where you can put things. Didn't see so many ranged fighters. Did see them down here and then a ranged fighter behind, but again, maybe healer over here. You can't place your healer here because you'll get nuked by anything that's AoE. So with the forms of these being clumped together, I made quite good use out of the bookkeeper. I think because the bookkeeper's damage dealt affects the target and nearby units. Those ones directly adjacent to it, I think quite susceptible. So I think that's worth bearing in mind as well. And then because they're clumped together, I may well see the rise. There we go, the rise of the acid explosion again. So dealing AoE magic damage. So I think that's a possibility as well, but wait and see. I suppose we'll find out in a few days when everything actually goes live and the first battles commence. I think the first iteration straight through is going to be quite hit and miss. It'll be interesting to see what people come up with, but looking forward to the new map. Really am. I think it's quite nice. Happy to see. So thank you very much. That's me done. Thank you very much if you left your friendly face off up. I know a lot of people are like, "Ooh, hide it, don't let people see what I'm doing." It'll be a mass secret. I think there's going to be a lot of changes between now and whenever you have something go live. The actual fight phase, and that's not until the 4th. So we've got some time before that goes live. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes in what people have on friendly face-offs to actually what they actually go with live, and also you've got people probably haven't geared them up or anything else like that. Anyway, so that's me done. Leave friendly face-offs up. I think it's great. So thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in a video again soon. Please do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, help me out massively, and good luck, and let me know what you're doing or planning for these maps. Cheers. Bye.